Queens, New York, my guy.
Yo. Check. Yep. All right, I'm about to count you in. Y'all drop them cities in the chat right now. Drop the cities in the chat right now. Drop the cities in the chat right now. Drop the cities in the chat right now.
3, 2, 1. You're live.
And we're live! What up? Welcome to yet another edition of the Ugly Money Podcast. Weekend Flow. This episode being brought to you by Goliath Violence Elixir, the #1 all-natural manly enhancement product in the country, in the world, and in the stratosphere. It on average lasts 2 to 3 times longer while using Goliath. So if you want to go from zero to hero, go to GoliathXXL.com. Now, know what I need y'all to do before I introduce my special guest? Drop them cities and locations in the chat and hit that like button. Philadelphia's in the building. Greensboro, North Carolina is in the building. Detroit, what up, dude? Eastside Zone 6 is in the building. Drop them cities and locations in the chat right now. Austin, Texas, what we doing? Say everything big in Texas. Charleston, South Carolina, Chucktown, what up, though? Yes, sir. Shout out to North Carolina. Columbia, South Carolina, one time for the Metro. OKC, what up? Still don't like the Thunder, but congratulations. DC, I don't like go-go, but I rock with DC. Raleigh, North Carolina. All North Carolina basketball players can't shoot. Kind of like New York. We'll talk about that. Atlanta, South Side's in the building. What up? Stockton, California. What's happening on the West Side? Ladies and gentlemen, today's special guest, New York City's own, Queens own. He's a hustler, entrepreneur, businessman, a black man that made it out the struggle. He was the CEO. Y'all show you love one time of worldarama. I'm trying to get better intros than DJ Envy.
Nah, that's good. That was a good intro.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta let these folks know what's going on.
You already know. I'm happy to be here though.
You know, every point in time in my life, I've always had a partner from New York around me.
Yeah.
New Yorkers are, from what I've seen, some of the most loyal individuals that you'll come across. But them niggas never shut up.
You don't?
Why are New Yorkers so talkative?
Because New York is considered a fast city, so dudes is fast talkers, fast movers,
right.
Movers and shakers. That's how the whole term grind hard came about.
Yeah.
In New York, you gotta grind hard. It's expensive to live out there.
Yeah.
You gotta grind hard, man, or you just gonna be a bum.
Anytime I've ever interviewed somebody from New York, I never have to worry about the interview because I know they got something to say.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But
you got a lot of shit to talk.
Yeah. You interview somebody from Louisiana, Mississippi, they barely like,
What?
Like, talk to me about growing up in Queens, because you know that's where 50 from.
Yes, 50, Lost Boys, Onyx, Mobb Deep, Capone and Noriega, LL Cool J, Cool G Rap, Kid and Play, Salt and Pepper. Like, it's a lot.
You got a lot of them.
Beat Nuts. You know what I'm saying? I'm from that golden era too. And I moved to Queens, I was like 8 years old. And when I moved to Queens, I moved to East Elmhurst. And that was like a neighborhood just flourishing with hip hop artists that would just be around everywhere all the time. So you could come out your crib and you could see G-Rap walking with the big 8-ball Sherlin with the Dookie rope, and then you see Eric B pull up with Rakim, and they got the Cherokees with the Gucci shit wrapped around everything. So
Cherokee with the Gucci.
Yeah, so it's like when you a little kid and you see that, that's like, you like, damn, I want to be like that. I want that. And I was inspired by that shit my whole young life. So that's why I go so hard with this entertainment shit. I love it, you know what I mean?
Now, Gutter TV, grind hard.
Facts.
Where did you come up with the name, and what made you want to get into it?
Well, I was always an artist and like a marketing person. I was always like the business guy. So some years back, I was actually co-managing 50's cousin, 2-5.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on, he got a cousin named Quarter.
Yeah, 2-5.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, but 50 didn't want that to happen, so that kind of got pushed under the rug.
So when 50 didn't want, 50 didn't want his cousin 25 Cent to come out.
No, he did not.
Why wouldn't 50 want his cousin 25 Cent?
Because back then 50 had so much beef with everybody. You know, when 2-5 was coming out, he was rapping and talking that same shit that 50 was talking, and 50 wasn't jacking that. He was like, nah, I ain't jacking that. But 2-5 is his own man, and he wanted to do it, so we was running around with him doing a lot of stuff. And unbeknownst to us, that a lot of stuff was getting like, nah, it was getting the no.
So, do you think that 50 put the X on his cousin because of safety reasons, or because he didn't want his cousin in his lane?
I think it was because of safety reasons. That's what came back to us. But I don't know, like if you was stopping your little cousin from getting on to where he could get money, or even help him get on, I don't know if it was really for a safety issue, because you know what I mean. Like once a rapper gets on, that provides a bunch of jobs and opportunities for everybody. So you wouldn't really want to stop him from getting on. But I understand, because everybody wanted to get at 50, and him trying to promote himself as an artist, it wouldn't be easy for him to get touched.
Easily, I mean, because you got to think about it. I mean, 50 had like secret security, secret service with him at that time. But if you got a guy that is coming out as his cousin, 25 Cent, like we can't get 50, but you right there.
Exactly, and he was running around with us, and we had our little things too and all that, but it wasn't like the protection that 50 had for himself. So I can understand why he was trying to X that situation.
Did he ever like give his cousin like a different route then? Like, okay, if you don't want to rap, like.
Nah, because I think 2-5 was so upset that it wasn't happening that they kind of started like beefing. So 50 like never helped him.
Dang!
You ain't hear about him. Like how you ain't hear about him?
I never heard about him.
Yeah, everybody knew. It was like a lot of label dudes tried to sign. I had meetings with some people up at Universal and stuff with him and all that, and they wanted to do something with him because once a rapper come out, he's hot. Everybody wants like the next one. So they got his cousin named 2-5. They was ready to go.
And so, because 50 be having a lot of problems with his family, it seems like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? His son or whatever is famously always going at him like 50, like he pretty much disowned him. I mean, is that a common thing going on up there with him?
Well, I'm a father too, and as my sons is matured into teenagers, they actually don't really want to be around their pops like that. So I'm trying to do stuff to interest them. Like my 17-year-old, he's actually designing the new Grindhard gear. Because as you see, I got all my stuff on, and now he got his own brand called the Hoffs. Because when they were younger, I managed them. There was a group called the Hoffs.
Right.
H-O-T-H, that means head of the household.
Okay.
So I was teaching my sons to be heads of the household, and subconsciously like putting that out there. So there's that kind of energy. And they was doing very well, but then as they got older, they didn't want to do it no more. So they went into being teenagers, and they just wanted to be teenagers. And I started feeling like, as a pops, that all of this hard work and all the things I was doing to be there for them, how you gonna get old and don't want to be around me?
Right.
So I'm trying to intertwine them in with stuff like that. I got a series out called the Hoff Series, which is me managing them and taking them on tour and everything. And the second season that I'm working on is mainly my 13-year-old basketball, and now it would be my 17-year-old managing the clothing line and design. I got him interacting with a manufacturer over in Pakistan and all that.
Shouts out the youngest, man.
Yeah.
Generational wealth.
Yeah, legacy, man.
Oh, for sure. Now, what brings you to Atlanta, bro?
Actually, it's Queen's Day Atlanta weekend.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So shout out to my guys, the Rockaway Twins. They had the 40th anniversary of them. They were well-known DJs out in, in Queens, New York. So since this is Queen's Day Atlanta, they figured they'd do their event out here.
So it's Queen's Day in Atlanta.
Yeah, it's really a weekend.
That's all right.
It's really a weekend, and the shit is lit. There's mad people out here from New York City.
Everybody talking about, what up, son?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Just son is
son. Yeah, we know. Yeah.
Okay.
So it was lit this whole weekend. I actually performed with Mr. Cheeks and Horace Brown. You know what I mean? Bobby Garcia. It was crazy. You know what I mean?
Now the hip hop history in New York is extensive.
Yes, it's the Mecca.
Yeah, it's definitely where it all kicked off at. Is it hard for you, as being a person from the golden era of hip hop in New York, to see other cities a little more popular?
Is it hard for me to see that? Nah. What I don't like about it is that New York supports everywhere else more than they support the artists in the city.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I come out here, I see the radio playing all of y'all stuff.
Right.
Everything, even independent niggas, like they getting shine out here.
For sure.
But up there, they'll play y'all stuff before they play our stuff independently.
Now, do you think I'm gonna play Jesus' advocate because I'm never a devil? Do you think that this is karma coming back? Because there was a time that only people that got played was New York.
Well, down here too, because
Everywhere.
Because it was only really New York rappers.
Right.
Until y'all started getting in the game and everybody started doing it. I was at
The
the
South had rappers, they just weren't playing them.
You know, I was at the award show when
South
Andre
Africa
3000 said South Africa. I was there,
That's great.
standing in the front. You know what I'm saying? So I saw that, but I already was hip to, you know what I mean, Outkast and all of that. I was fucking with niggas from back in the days. We always embraced music from other eras.
Okay.
It's just that when y'all start taking over, and then it start coming at New York, like when Cali took over with gangster rap, they started dissing New York.
Yeah.
They like, what?
Yeah.
Like, y'all try, like, honestly, I don't think rappers are safe in Cali.
Yeah, no, they're not.
New York rappers are not safe in Cali.
No rappers say
Facts. You know what I mean? Like, and I like going to Cali. Shout out to the D'Amelios. My people's out there. I'll be going out there and rocking with them.
Right.
But yeah, LA is kind of wacky for me, New York artists.
How much truth? Because there is a narrative that, like, you know, New York didn't, you know, New York shitted on everybody now.
Y'all just feel that way. That wasn't the truth.
That's what I'm saying. Well, how much truth of that is it? Because it's a lot of
New York rappers. We love the South, but we love leaving New York and coming out of town and vibing with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So we love that.
I think like a lot of Southern artists have memories of going to New York and like OJ the Juice Man. He was like the biggest thing in the South at that time.
Right.
He got booed.
In New York.
Yeah.
But let's look how many people went to the Apollo, big stars that got booed.
Right.
Niggas don't, if you corny, you corny. It's a lot of South music that came up that people wasn't really like abreast to, so they had to hear it a couple more times to probably like it. But in the beginning, dudes coming down there rapping with, like you said, the slow, niggas like, what? When we on some lyrical shit. But after a while, it caught on and we fuck with it.
I think niggas is still holding that shit over y'all heads, boy.
I ain't in front. I feel you, because I feel the vibe. Like a lot of South niggas got a little grudge with New York.
They do.
I feel the energy.
Hey man, but one thing I love about New Yorkers, bro, is they are some of the most proud people.
Yes.
Like
Proud
proud.
my town.
Like I tell a story about when I was in college. I'm from Virginia,
Right.
So you know all the New Yorkers come down to Virginia to go to
Facts.
college, and so I'll never forget this dude named Pee Wee, bro. Like Pee Wee was probably 5 foot. We used to beat Pee Wee ass every week, and he still was talking shit every week. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm like after like the third or fourth time we beat Pee Wee ass and talking, he was calling us country niggas. Like, y'all country ass niggas beat. Y'all niggas country as fuck beat. I'm like, after about the third or fourth time we beat Pee Wee ass, we like, man, I gotta be cool with this nigga. I'm not gonna keep on beating up on it. But he kept talking shit.
Right.
Like he won't back down. Like that mentality of New York is, I think, something that black men all over the world can adopt. That confidence in oneself.
It's that, you know what I'm saying, that bravado that we had. That's like back in the days, like when the slaves would leave, well, we were supposed to be freed. A lot of them ran up north, and was in Harlem, where that was a black city. It was Manhattan, but Harlem is like a few block radius,
right.
And it was all black, and people were flourishing, and we had our own clubs and our own way of life and dancing and fashion and everything like that, where the Apollo Theater came from. And black people, we was just up there, and we wasn't having it, and we wasn't down here accepting the shit that a lot of these slave masters was trying to pull. I just wasn't happening. That's why.
You got a lot of projects out. You got a lot of different things that
Definitely.
you're doing. Where do you see yourself in the next 2 years?
On the top.
Amen.
On the top, you know what I mean? Because I feel like this. As long as you keep grinding at something, you're going to learn from the mistakes, and then you make those mistakes, you know what I'm saying, be the right moves. And I got so much stuff going on, from the clothing line to the videography to the podcasting to the promotion. Shout out to my guy DJ Weighty Wolf, Packer Wolf Promotions. You know what I'm saying? We do live broadcasts anywhere. We got a Packable Promotions truck with a stage on the top. And we have events at Town Square or at the Barclays Center or at Madison Square Garden, wherever in New York. We be in a Labor Day parade. We doing a Nigerian Day parade when I go back on October 4th, and we doing live on Times Square October 18th. Like we going crazy, man. So in 2 years, I see everything that I'm putting in is all gonna be humongous resources of income that's gonna be coming in.
Amen to that.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, how hard is it not to spread yourself too thin with all these different projects?
Well, I'm dealing with certain people for everything. So as far as like with the promotions with the truck, that's my guy DJ Wade with Crew Chief Mr. One Love. He handles that, and we do that together. As far as like with the project I got coming out with Blue Diaz, he's the producer, so he handles that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's certain things, and I still need a couple of more intricate team members to do certain things to tweak stuff, but everything is looking really good and it's coming together well.
A wise man once said, if you want to go fast, go by yourself, but if you want to go far, go with a team.
Exactly.
And you know, I think that we need to start collaborating, especially as brothers, more than competing with each other. You know what I'm saying? We can get a bag together way quicker than we can tear each other down and try to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I love that mentality of collaboration between brothers, man. Like if he got something that he does amazing and you are amazing at marketing, well, let's put it together and create Voltron, you know what I mean? Right. Now, do you feel that the fans support your efforts, or is it falling on deaf ears?
Well, I feel like when I go out of I'm getting love in New York too, so I don't want to bash my city.
Okay.
But I'm getting love in New York, but I feel like when I come out of town and people hear me perform and rap out here, they feel it more because it's a New York sound. Right. It's a golden era, dope, new New York sound that's coming to these different cities. So this is why I like, moving around. But yeah, I still feel like that I'm not appreciated to the efforts and all the contributions that I'm making into hip hop. But maybe it's just me not seeing it because it's in the perspective of the person. So I'm on the inside looking out, or on the outside looking at people like, yo, worldarama, that guy's doing so much, he's lit.
Right.
And me, I might think hard on myself, thinking that I ain't doing enough. You know what I mean?
I mean, nigga, you here.
That ugly money.
This ain't no little play.
I know.
This ain't no little platform.
That's the exact reason why I wanted to come on here. You know what I'm saying? I like what you be talking about on your show and how you be definitely motherfucking calling niggas out, shorties, everybody.
I be telling the truth, man.
That's
you know what I'm saying? What's the best place to go get a chopped cheese?
I think that's any bodega in New York City. Like for real.
It's not like one spot that's just like the best spot. Like,
well, you know what? I really don't eat chopped cheeses too much. Like I'm more of a pastrami and provolone.
That's that sandwich. That's New York shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like
the niggas know all the sandwiches.
Yeah. We know about the sandwiches, but I'm more of a pastrami and provolone with
so
spicy
if I want to go to a fresh deli, where am I going?
I would take you to my spot right there on God Brewer and South Road. That's the hood. But it's like anywhere in the hood where the ox be, you could get a chopped cheese and it's gonna be good. That's like a thing out there. So they know how to make it.
Y'all at these chopped cheese spots, you can't sit down.
Nah, it's a bodega. It was a bodega when Poppy's was running it, but now it's a lot of the Akis running it. So it's a regular, you know what I'm saying, ox spot. And you go there, they take the burger meat, chop that shit up. Yeah. That's what it is.
Nah, when I saw it, it's like a gas station with no gas pumps.
Yeah. Well,
and then they got like a deli in the back of it.
Well, nah, because these is more so corner stores.
Okay.
They be like more so makeshift smoke spots and corner store delis. And then they make food in there too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like Quick Trip without the gas, bro.
Yeah.
Make it a cheese.
That's another signature.
Hey, yo, let me get a chopped cheese. When I went out there, that's the first thing I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, let me get a bacon and cheese.
Yeah. How was it though?
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was.
I get mine with bacon, egg, and cheese. I get mine with jelly on it. I like the sweet with the salty.
And they make bacon, egg, and cheese all day long.
Yes. You could go in there and get it if it's fucking 10 o'clock at night or 7 in the morning. Bacon, egg, and cheese.
I also have seen the rodents in New York.
Oh,
different.
It's crazy. If all of the rats came out from out the tunnel, there are more rats than people. Like honestly, like if there was some big earthquake or some type of flood that was gonna happen, and all of the rats came out the train station, yo, they would overpower the people because there's too many of them. You know know what I mean? It's bad.
They're the biggest rats I've ever seen.
Yes, and there's a lot of them.
And rats are like small dogs.
Yeah, them shits
And
is.
they got like personality. It's like different breeds of rats.
Yeah,
You
they
got
jump at you
Dalmatian
too.
rats. You got rats with spots, brown rats, gray rats, black rats, white rats.
Right. So you got rats. You got rats in the ground. You got pigeons, which is flying rats all over the place. Then you got big ass seagulls in the parts where it's like water, because you know there's a lot of water around here. So they got seagulls that stand up like this big.
Yeah.
And they know how to pull the garbage out the garbage can and rip the bag open. They showed the squirrels how to do it. Like, it's crazy. Dead ass.
The seagull showed the squirrels how to get in the
So
trash.
now when you come out your building, if you live, because I'm in Far Rockaway,
Right.
It's water around that whole island. So you come out in the morning, the seagulls then pulled the garbage out the garbage bins, ripped it open. The squirrels is now digging in the garbage. You can see a squirrel running around on the gate with a piece of pizza in his mouth. Like, squirrels never used to eat leftover garbage. They used to eat nuts and shit. Squirrels is eating garbage now because the seagulls just showed them how to rip the garbage up. That's a fact. Like,
That shit different.
that's New York, man.
Nah, for sure. Like I saw a video where a goddamn rat was giving it to a pigeon, nigga.
Yeah.
And this rat was trying to pull this pigeon in
Yeah,
there.
son.
And the pigeon was trying to flap out. Rat was like, nah, nigga.
No.
And pulled this nigga in a hole, nigga. And rat was like, I'm about to eat this.
Yeah,
nigga.
son. It's real out there.
So out of seagulls, rats, and pigeons in New York, which animal is the most gangster?
I ain't gonna front. I gotta give it to it might be a tie between a squirrel, a squirrel, not pigeons. Pigeons not even, they not gangster. They scared. They'll come and get the scraps or whatever's left.
Right.
But a seagull, a squirrel, and rats, them niggas.
They
gangster.
different.
They different. And then you got the raccoons that be running around.
They got raccoons out there?
Yeah, it's raccoons, man. And they got the opposable claws, so they don't even talk. They'll just come up on you and just stand there and look at you like, yeah, I'm gonna go in your garbage and you ain't nothing you gonna do about that shit. Word. Dead ass.
He said, man, a New York coon, nigga.
Yeah, son. New York got all that shit, man. It ain't country, it's the concrete jungle, but it's some wildlife out there that's crazy, out of this world, and we gotta live around these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Sometimes I be walking up the block in a city, like in Manhattan or something. I be worried about walking in between the house and where the garbage at, because it's rats that's gonna run across.
Wow.
And if they cross your leg, they gonna run up your shit.
Ooh, wow.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So they ain't
Yeah,
scared.
yeah.
I don't want to scare people who come to New York, but everybody that visit New York know that them rats is serious in Manhattan.
Yeah, because I remember I was on the subway. I got off the subway, and this little Asian girl, she couldn't be but 5 foot. She bumped me, like didn't say excuse me or nothing, but like bumped me kind of hard as I was walking slow. I guess I was walking too slow for her.
Right.
And she was just like boom. She kind of oh fuck. And by the time I even went to say something, it was all the way up the stairs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, everybody walk fast, and everybody like, you know, in the South we speak. You know what I mean? How you doing? All right.
Nah.
Not that motherfucker.
Nah. You say good morning to people, you just be saying good morning. Some people will be nice and say it, but everybody trying to get to where they gotta go. It's a hustle and bustle. You gotta grind hard in New York.
Yeah, it's not exactly a friendly place.
Nah.
But when you break the ice, I will say that the relationship
Yeah.
with people that I
We
have,
good people.
for sure.
I think that's why a lot of New Yorkers want to move back down here, because it's a slowdown from the fast life that you have to live out there. You know what I mean? So I love coming down to the South. I love it.
Now you're a husband and a father,
Facts.
CEO,
Shout out to my wife.
and you have employees working for you. How do you juggle all that?
Well, it's like natural to me now. You know what I mean? Like just doing this all the time is just something that you do. It's effortless now. Some people be like, yo, like I had my guy come up from Trinidad, shout out my guy Just Jace, and he stayed with me for a week, and he didn't realize that I had a whole schedule for him, from whatever it is that he had to do and whatever I added on to it.
Wow.
Every day, we had one rest day. So for 7 days, every day we was at 2 events. He was DJing somewhere, we was at another party. I did a show, we was at another event. He had to go like the Sirius Satellite Radio, and I had something else to spend. Like, I have so much stuff going on in the city that it's natural for me now. You know what I mean? But
It becomes second nature.
yeah, but as you get older, it'll put a little wear and tear on you. But when you focus and got tunnel vision on something, it's nothing that can stop you from what you want. It's like get rich or die trying. You're not gonna stop until you at that level where you want to be and feel comfortable.
I think that has a lot to do with the type of woman you picked as well too. Like a woman that is supportive of a man's dream. You know what I'm saying? Because some of these women will take your dream out.
Yeah, or some of these women really don't want to take your dream out, but if they're not into what you're doing as much as you are, they can deter you from doing your thing. But I have tunnel vision, so my wife, she supports me and everything, but it's like I force her, like, look, this is what I'm doing, and that's it. Like, and she's there for me. So
shouts out Miss Worldarama.
Yeah, shout out to my boo. She supports me because she has to. That's my wife. Now we a team. This is what I'm gonna do. And plus, when it goes to where it needs to really be, you're gonna be eating good anyway.
For sure.
So, yeah, you're gonna support this.
Yeah, I never understood why women didn't support their man because they're the first beneficiaries of the success.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can remember a time when my woman told me that I need to give up entertainment. Like,
Yeah.
just give this whole thing up. And I'm like,
What?
This is like 10, 15 years ago. I'm like you just go work just get a job at Walmart. Like you must not see what I see for myself.
Exactly.
Me.
It's
You
your
know what I'm
vision.
saying?
It's your vision.
And it'd be funny though, because I spent the last 10 years ignoring them. Sitting back to the apartment. So every birthday, every time I'm in some major film or something like that, I'm so proud of you. Shut up, bitch. You wanted me to work at Walmart. Nothing wrong with working at Walmart. Bitch, I'm one of the coldest niggas in front of this motherfucking microphone. You gonna tell me to quit?
And then if you went to Walmart, it would have probably been an issue because you wasn't making enough money at Walmart.
Right.
And now you gotta get another job. Like, that's crazy.
I truly believe that a man, anytime that a woman can dictate what a man does with his life, that woman will eventually leave him anyway because she feel like he a weak man.
Correct.
It's kind of like you damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Right.
It's like, nah, leave that alone, don't do that. Then you actually don't do that. And you're like, oh, he's weak.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
absolutely right.
Either way, the bitch gonna leave, you know what I'm saying?
Like for instance, and not to be blowing nobody else's business up, but look, Cardi B left Offset because he was cheating, and then she going with a dude that's cheating. So it's like
Stephon is a sniper.
Yeah. So
he
it's
just
like,
had a baby with the other chick.
Yeah. So it's like you gonna leave somebody. I ain't standing for this. I ain't standing for it. You ain't gonna do that to me. But you go with another dude, and now you doing it. Like what?
Bro, and that shit's so diabolical because of the fact that she's still married to Offset.
Yeah.
That baby is technically Offset's.
Yeah.
No matter if it's tough or
No matter what.
But I don't think women, especially like Cardi B, I don't think she thinks about 10 years from now.
But
like 10 years from now, you're not just gonna want to have fun with Stephon Diggs. And, he's not able to be around the child because he over there. Like that nigga got hoes.
But you gotta remember this too. You gotta look at where Cardi B was at 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a rags to riches story.
Yeah.
Because when Cardi B blew up, every fucking stripper bitch wanted to be a rapper now.
Right.
And they still out there trying.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they gonna listen to what she said because she made it.
Yeah, she made it.
Nigga, we made it.
She definitely did.
Yeah.
And it's just like, but I just think about like 10 years from now. All right, cool. When the football player is war off, and you got a child, and you got families, and you got to deal with co-parenting and stuff, and that honeymoon period with Stephon is over, and now y'all got a co-parent. Like, how disastrous is that going to be?
Well, they're going to be a bunch of siblings that's going to grow up together, and mom's going to be there. And, she figured like, a lot of ladies nowadays is running with this whole I'm a single mom shit. So they don't care if the pops is around or not. But your kids really need us dads, man.
For sure.
That's a fact.
I think women rob kids when they have that mentality. You're robbing kids of a whole 50% of their raising.
You're absolutely right, because I'm a product of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know my pops at all. And that was because of what him and my mother went through.
Right.
And she made a decision for me to keep me away from him. And I said that to, I think, an aunt of mine one time. And she said to me, oh, you never know, she probably saved you from something. So I was like, all right, if that's how you want to
It's always three sides to every story.
You're right. And the son that I raised, because I got telling you about my two biological sons, the Hoffs, but there's another Hoff that I was raising since he was a child, which I thought he was mine from my first marriage, and his mother lied. So now we going through something now where he only knows me as his father, and we just found out that I'm not his father.
Whoa.
His daughter's not my granddaughter.
Okay, let's talk about that.
It's real.
Hold on. Get it triggered. You were married.
Yes.
She had a child.
Yep.
You raised the child.
Correct.
And found out the child wasn't yours.
27 years later.
Bruh, that's not it.
do you think that she knew?
Of course. And me being a guy that didn't know my father, I was so pressed on being a dad that back then my mom said to me, she was like, oh, that's not your son. But I was already kicked out to go be with this woman for being pregnant, which I figured that it was my kid at the time. So now I'm kicked out, go live with this woman, go be a family, and then when the baby comes, my mom's telling me, yo, I don't think he's your kid. But me, so trying to be a dad, and I'm married and probably pussy whipped off this woman,
Right.
I stick around, raise the child. Then she leaves with the kid, goes back to another Trinidad, back to her country, and I'm now flying the kid back and forth, flying out there back and forth, doing everything I could do as a father and a husband. And turns out all these years later, it wasn't my kid biologically.
Respectfully, brother, that's a diabolical bitch.
Yes. Diabolical. And that's the story. And
Young lady, I
quiet about
hope you see this.
You know what?
He didn't say this. I did. Do you know how many women would love to have a father figure in their child's life? Do you know how many women would actually want a man to commit to them? And you mean to tell me that you got a husband, a father, and you out here fucking to help? Anything that happens bad in your life is your problem, man. That's crazy work.
I ain't gonna front, I talk about this shit because it's therapy for me. Because if I didn't, somebody would be off with a head.
But that's something that brothers need to hear about because of the fact that you are here, you're not locked up, you didn't crash out. Like, because a lot of us have the mentality of crash out on this bitch. But it's just like, bro, why would you risk your freedom for this woman that's gonna have another nigga in the bed by the time they close the cell wall?
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying?
A lot of dudes don't think like that at all. They go I'm so mentally distraught and hurt that they go and crash out. And now while you either you killed her or you did something crazy to end your life,
right? And
now she's just moved on. And now that kid that's out there is just in limbo now.
Cause these niggas ain't taking this cat, man. That bitch gave that pussy away, bro.
Exactly.
And so like,
it's real, man.
When after 27 years, like, how did you find out?
Because it was always something in my mind that as he got older, I wasn't really seeing myself in him. As a child, you don't really know. It's just a child. Right. My mom seen it, and I didn't believe her because I was so pressed to be a father, and I loved the girl. Right. And as he got older, I would always fly him back, and then I wanted to start building businesses and putting them in my kids' names and shit like that. Right. Generational wealth. Sure. So I was like, you know what, let me do DNA tests for my children to see, because I always used to watch Maury. I never thought that I should have been on that shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I just did it. And when I flew him up the last time, he was talking, and I just wasn't seeing myself in him as an adult. You would have to see yourself in your child, you know what I mean? And I just didn't. So I'm like, yo, we gonna go get this test. I didn't lie about it and do no sneaky way. I said, yo, we going to get tested. He was like, what, COVID test? Because it was around that COVID time. I said, nah, we going to do DNA tests. So I did him and all of my sons. Everybody got done. Wow. So, and I feel like that's something that should be done with everyone. I don't care what the situation is. Men should know if those kids are theirs biologically.
For sure.
If a man chooses to be with a woman and help her raise her other kids, that's fine. But to be with a person and then you sleeping around with him and you get pregnant and you feel like, oh, I'm opinion on this guy because he's the better option, that's diabolical, like you say.
No, and a lot of women try to do that. They try to pin the baby on the guy that they feel is going to be the better father.
They wanted to have fun with Big Dick Johnny, but then they're gonna pin it on regular man Henry. You heard?
These bitches, man. When that test comes back, the day that test comes back, and you seen that you've raised this child for 27 years.
I called the place back and I was like, yo, y'all sure y'all get the right specimen? Like, is this right? Cause I was like, is this right? Because it says all zeros here while my other son says 999. So then the lady says to me, she's like, Mr. Bryant, like, if the specimen wasn't good from the swab, we would have called you to take it again, but we were able to take off the DNA off of the specimen you gave us, and it's correct, he is not your child. And I was like, you sure? And it's what it was. I just had to swallow that shit. It was like, wow.
You were still married with her at the time? Or
No, I had already divorced her.
Okay, smart man. Damn. Like, what? What was that chick reaction when you told her?
Well, we didn't even really speak, but I finally told my son like a few days later, because he was waiting for the results to come back too. But he was like going through something in his mind, and then we was having a little talk, and it got a little heated, and I was like, yo, listen, bro, I'm not even really your dad biologically. So he obviously told his mother what it was, and she texted me sorry. So I was like,
bruh, that's not it.
facts. She texted me sorry. And I texted her back, so you knew. And she was like, oh, I'm not sure. I didn't know. I wasn't sure. So she knew. Because she knew damn well that she was fucking her ex and then beat while she was with me and then pinted his baby on me. Because she had a child by him already. And you know what I'm saying? That guy wasn't doing nothing for his first child.
Right.
So it was easy for her to, I guess, keep fucking him. And then when she got pregnant while we was together, to say I'm the dad. You know what I mean? So that's why it was probably easy for her to run back to Trinidad when I caught out there, because she knew that that wasn't my kid. You know what I'm saying?
Diabolical work.
And the reason why I put it out there this much is because I don't want to get away with that shit. I need.
Nah, fuck her. Fuck her. Ma'am, he didn't say it, I did. My name is UglyMoney Niche. Fuck you. And women like you, or what's wrong with the black household, or what's wrong with the culture, or what's wrong with male and female dynamic is nightmare bitches like yourself that do this nasty, crazy, diabolical work to me. You could have easily told this man what the hell was going on. Do you understand? This man had to leave his home for you and your goddamn transgressions, bitch. Crazy, I'm sorry. He didn't say it, I said it. At me, at UglyMoney Niche. And that's crazy, bro. I'm not trying to get triggered no more.
I got a lot, but I know where.
I understand why you're here now, my bro. Yeah. This is a safe place for us, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, bro, it's a lesson to be learned because you didn't crash out. It's a lesson to be learned because you did not succumb to the elements, because you could have did whatever, bro. Yeah. And nigga wouldn't have been fucked, you know what I mean? Wouldn't technically been wrong about it.
Absolutely.
You could have totally went left.
Sure can.
But when you go left, you play yourself out your position.
Exactly. And it happened like that way. I almost did, but I caught myself, and I know, you know what I mean, I'm killing people with success. That's it.
Amen to that.
You know what I'm saying? I got there's other little biological offsprings that I got that need me and shit like that.
Shouts out to the Hawks.
Exactly. I already know. My Hawk clothing coming, the new line with my Hawk 2 coming.
But what's crazy is, bro, like, the kid, he ain't do nothing wrong.
Nah, so I still look at him as my son. He's still my son.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're not as tight as we were,
for sure.
But I definitely still want to do a lot for him and help him. But as long as she's around to benefit off of it, it can't be done.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It can't be done.
I just see. It's always, like I say, it's always two sides to every story. And so, you know, a lot of brothers get raised with their mama's side of the story.
Right.
And they never hear their daddy's side.
Yeah.
And then okay, when their daddy's side shows that his daddy's side is the truth, and they can see it, like, what is the conversation with their mama?
That's why I wanted him when he was like, yo, Dad, I'm ready to go back to Trinidad, because he was up here with me for that vacation. Right. I was like, yeah, now you got to go back to your mom's and deal with her. You got to deal with that now, because now he's all in limbo. Like, damn, I don't even know, you know what I mean?
He even know his pops.
Exactly. And him and his brother used to get into situations about so much that I would do for my son and what his father didn't do for him. Turns out that they both have the same father. So they had issues with each other because of the different father dynamics when they actually had the same father. So this mother lying, she didn't put so much fucking... Yo, it's crazy, bro. It's just wild. It's wild, man. So shout out to Miki and Shaquille. You know what I mean? It's all love with y'all. You know what I'm saying? But y'all moms is diabolical. And I ain't never forgetting this shit. And I'm going to talk about it forever.
Yeah, he didn't say it. Fuck y'all mama. Y'all mama is the type bitch I be talking about on my show. I'm just telling you. I pray she get a splinter in the foot in a goddamn wooden hut in Trinidad. Yeah. I pray a cat drink antifreeze and croak. Didn't be. Oh, okay. Let's move forward. I'm sorry. It's not one of those. Let's talk about the industry. The difference between major and independent. What do you prefer?
I kind of like independent, but I wouldn't shy against signing to a major. Like I've signed independent record deals, you know what I mean? But I've never signed to a major label. I've had meetings with major labels, but I've never signed with them. And if the percentages is right, I'll do it, you know, I would. Like Nori always be on his show talking about, oh, I love major, and I can understand because I've been around during the major label era, and a lot of checks was getting cut, and a lot of people was getting money. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not against it, but I've been independent my whole career, so I'm kind of like used to it this way, and all I gotta do is keep making the right moves to make sure that I'm eating off of everything and not worrying about nobody else. But I would give a major label a shot if the deal was right.
I think the internet has leveled the playing field a little bit for independent artists. Because most of the things that the majors can do for you, you can with the right budget and the right connections.
Exactly.
Independently. I think the main thing that the majors still hold power of is like the major playlists. Like you ain't getting on the playlist.
Right.
Big playlist.
But with the major budget, you can. Nowadays, you go out there, clean up your credit, take out a little $250,000, $500,000 loan.
Sounds crazy.
Yeah, it's doable though.
Yeah, no, I think the internet has made it where the information, that's really what it is, bro. Mm-hmm. We can research the information of the craft that we're doing way easier than 20, 25 years ago.
Right.
When you just had this nigga in the hood that quote unquote knew somebody and you had to go through him to get to him to get through him.
The gatekeepers.
Yeah, by five niggas goddamn hands in the pot before you catch your check.
Exactly.
and tore your ass up. So
but them checks was flourishing back in the days. Like even for a demo deal that probably would have never came out, they giving you 10 and 15,000 just to go complete it and fuck off in the studio and shit. I remember them days, so it wasn't that bad.
Niggas fuck off on their phone now. You know, I think it's so easy to create music now.
Yeah.
And so it's harder. I believe it's harder for artists to get noticed because there's so much more music.
And there's so many people that can put their stuff out there in the atmosphere against your stuff. And your stuff could be better, but they just got their stuff out more, brainwashing people more, and it's going.
Because a nigga can literally, with a laptop computer, record his whole album in his room, record it on a platform, post it on a platform, shoot content in his room, and promote his shit by pushing a button.
Yeah.
All in the same day.
Facts.
You know, back in the day, you had to go, bro, it was 10, 15,000 just to get in the studio.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And you had to make sure that release date was right.
And then you had to print them bitches up.
Yeah. That, and I'm not mad at that either, because I remember pressing up wax back in the day and doing CDs and all of that stuff, and it was. I'm happy to be able to live through all of these eras, man. Like I just praise that I'm have a long life. Because when I was 19, I was a wild street boy. I got stabbed up like 20 times, got jumped by some guys, and I realized how it would have been if I wasn't here. Now that I have Grindhard Productions and a wife and my kids and all of the stuff that I have and I accumulated, that could have all never been here if I would have just like crashed out.
Well, being from Queens and 50 Cent notoriously being shot 9 times, you got stabbed over 9 times.
20 times.
Care to expound? How did that?
I got jumped by some guys, and when we did something to them, my brother cut one of them on the back. So I guess to get back.
Okay, so first, they jumped you.
No, they jumped my brother one time, and I would go always back and forth fighting. Because back then it wasn't always just about guns.
Right.
It was more fighting, and dudes had weapons and ice picks and knives and hammers. Right. So we would go back and forth and fighting that way, fighting this way. But you know, that day it was my turn. And you know, God had it set up that way.
So they jumped your brother. You go to help your brother, and you end up getting.
And then in another incident later, I wound up getting jumped and stabbed 20 times.
And this be on like the same block.
Not the same block, but in the same area. It's all in the same. This happened in Flushing, Queens.
So like, because you know we don't have like blocks like this out here. Like, you on First Street, like your ops is on 3rd Street?
Let's just say, all right, so it would be like a Casino Boulevard, and then it's a Jewel Avenue, and then it's another avenue, like 73rd Avenue,
Right.
then it's another avenue, and it be in all of these areas right here where everybody lives.
Right.
It's a little area where all of the stores at, like how everybody out here meet up at the gas station.
Right.
But it's little store areas
Right.
where you're gonna see everybody because everybody gotta go to the store.
Everybody going to Quick Trip.
Everything is there, whether it's a check cashing place, a regular bodega, the Rite Aid or whatever, people gonna be there. Especially when people like to get fresh and go to the area where it's gonna be popular.
Right.
And everybody go there. So you're gonna see your ops there, and then it gets taken further from there.
And so your ops be in a mile radius.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta live around the same people that you gotta protect your life or probably take theirs over. And that's just what it is in New York. I mean, see, and out here everything is so spread out.
Yeah.
But in New York, everything is close together and built up. So you may have some ops that live in the same building as you. It's a tall enough building, but you're gonna have to deal with it. You know what I mean?
Oh boy.
That's why a lot of New Yorkers want to get out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They just want to get out all
It's
this.
hard to see the sky in New York.
What
Like
you mean?
when I'm walking in New York, like between the buildings,
Oh yeah, when you in Manhattan,
you can only see is
Yeah.
slit.
of buildings.
I
in
feel
Manhattan.
it's easy to feel small there. It's like I'm such a small person in this world.
And that's why you got New York, big city of dreams. Because you could feel small in a big city that is so hustle and bustle to
Right.
make it. You could feel small, but it's a big city of dreams, and everybody come there. Everybody don't make it though.
Dame Dash just recently went on the Breakfast Club and
He's crazy.
had some things to say. You're from that era. What do you think about Dame's Breakfast Club interview?
I feel like Dame is doing the right thing now by just running his mouth as like a podcaster. I think that's what I would really have to say about that, because he was a part of a legendary legacy, which is Rockefeller and Jay being a billionaire and so successful. Dame was a part of that. Dame and Biggs, they were a part of that, and I remember seeing these guys a lot back in the days. And he may have made some horrible decisions with his attitude and his ego, but Jay, he knew how to maneuver his way around that and keep the relationships that Dame couldn't keep. Dame also is on some black empowerment, let's do it ourselves and things like that, but the way he went about it was burning bridges and creating enemies with people. And it's still like that to this day, but like you said, since the playing field is leveled now, Dame could do a lot with just talking about his stories and what he's been through in the game, because people know that he's really real with it. He ain't lying. He's Dame Dash from Rockefeller Records, who helped Jay-Z get to the top. So his stories is going to be worth something. So he should start doing a Chatty Patty podcast.
Chatty Patty podcast.
That's his word.
That's not hard too. I listen to the Chatty Patty podcast.
So Dame, you should be doing a podcast and just talking your shit, and people will pay attention, and you could get money like that.
I think he might be doing. I'm pretty sure they got a podcast or something.
He got something
He
he's
got
doing
a
out
whole,
there.
America knew he got a whole network. I've had Dame on my show, and it was 40 minutes of fire.
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dame, you just gotta introduce Dame, and then he just talks.
Exactly. Like you said, New Yorkers, we know how to talk.
Right. You just gonna talk. You don't gotta ask too many questions. You just gonna talk.
And when he says stuff, whether it's believable or not,
Right.
you know he has some credibility because he is Dame Dash.
Fucking Dame Dash.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing. I just think like we should. I know Dame may do certain antics or whatever that may piss people off, but like you cannot take away from what that man brought.
Exactly. You can still watch the movies and everything he did. You can still listen to all the old Jay-Z albums and all that. You can still watch the tours that he was a part of, and still watch video footage of him screaming on all the white record label execs.
Yeah,
It's still all out there. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck is these jackets, Leo? Fuck are these jackets? These should be Rockefeller jackets. When I come over here and get your artist in a Rockefeller jacket, nigga. Hey man, before we get out of here, man, what can these people expect from you, and where can they follow you at, my brother?
I know November 1st, I'm in a movie called Lucy the Movie. I play a character named Black. You know what I mean? Shout out to, everybody over there. Lucy the Movie comes on Tubi November 1st. I definitely need y'all to go check it out. Look at my acting debut. I feel like I did very well. You know what I'm saying? So Lucy the Movie, Loosey, because it's about loose cigarettes. Lucy the Movie. So I'm on that November 1st on
Different
Tubi.
type of nigga that need a Lucy, boy.
Yeah. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to everybody involved with that.
I remember when niggas asked for Lucy.
Yeah.
They say me a short. Remember that?
Yeah.
Short, yeah.
The shorts and the
Yeah,
long.
short.
Niggas say save me a short. Like, nigga, you want me to save you a piece of my cigarette.
Yeah.
That mean...
That's
That
crazy.
means you probably shouldn't be smoking. If you can't afford to buy your own cigarette, your whole cigarette, if you can't afford to buy a Lucy, you can't buy a pack, you can't buy a carton, you can't buy a Lucy. You want a nigga to save you a short, just the area right above the butt.
They call it a bust down. Yo, bust me down.
Oh wow.
Smoking a cigarette. Yo, bust me down.
Hey, let these folks know to follow you one more time.
You already know it's worldarama on everything. WORLDARAMA. Or you can go to Grindhardtv Podcast. Or just go to grindhardtv.com. It'll take you to all of my links and stuff like that. The new website is coming real soon. Again, Lucy the movie coming November 1st on Tubi. Worldarama's Vision is coming, produced by Blue Diaz, and They Love World EP is out right now on Bandcamp. With me and Crucial, Mr. One Love, aka DJ Weighty Wolf. We out here winning. Grind hard.
When I come to New York, I gotta come on the podcast.
That's a fact. Well, actually, you on my joint because I do double promotion.
We here, baby.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you watching it.
Y'all can follow me at Ugly Money Niche. That's Ugly Money Niche. Remember, the bigger the dream, the bigger the risk, the bigger the payoff. This has been the Ugly Money Podcast with worldarama. And Ugly Money.
Get up,
Dope.
son.
Got some clips in that one.
Yeah,
That's a fully loaded clip.
Yeah.
That 50 story.
Yeah, that shit.
That 50
I
story.
instantly go that shit.
Tell you I'm putting that one out. That's
I
a
put
clip.
that shit on the title.
That's the
instantly.
50 story and that woman story.
Yeah.
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 All right, we're gonna say your name and catch me on the Ugly Money Podcast. He gonna give you a thumbs up when you're ready.
Good.
You already know it's your boy Worldarama. We out here. You can catch me on that Ugly Money Podcast. You heard?
Love. All right, so it's already live. He about to change the thumbnail or whatever. It's already live on Instagram. I mean on YouTube. I'm gonna start tagging you tomorrow in collab posts. Let's go crazy.
Take care of that.
Yeah, love, baby.
Get about that.
Now I'm gonna be in New York soon. I gotta go do Math Alpha show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I gotta do Math Alpha.